Hi, I'm Ed Brown.
I'm Paul Petillo.
Welcome to Junkyard Florist.
What are we going to do today, Ed?
I was thinking we were going to build a silk tree. We've got to go cut a tree down.
Whoa, wait a minute. Where are we going to cut down a tree? Whose tree are we cutting down?
I guess I wasn't thinking. You know where we could go? We
Where?
could go to the junkyard or the
an
dump,
idea. Yeah.
go to the brush pile, and pick through it and get the right branch. Why don't we go do that?
All right.
We'll be back after a little bit.
How are you going to make a tree out of this?
Oh, you'd be surprised what we can do with this.
I don't even know how to put it down. It looks like a
Just set it right here.
slingshot.
I know it does, doesn't it? But
I don't get it.
this is where
Like a tree I ever had.
my artistry and your drilling is going to come into effect.
Drilling.
You're
That's
gonna
what. Yeah, divining rod. You find the water, you drill for it, right? That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to drill this. We're going to put holes in it, and we're going to put these leaves in it.
Seems like a lot of trouble to make a tree. There's trees everywhere.
I know, but this is going to last forever.
Really?
Yeah.
All
Anyway, we've got to cut it to length.
Yeah.
Got to decide how tall we want the tree.
Yeah.
Then we've got to square off the ends. Just
Yeah. How do you do that?
square them off, cut them down.
Yeah.
Cut them, square them off.
So what are we gonna? How do you make it stand up?
Oh, we're going to put it in a basket.
Yeah.
Right
Got
here.
one? Oh. That's not. I like that basket.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Fill it full of rocks.
Yeah. Rocks. Vigoro rocks. Italian rocks?
Italian rocks.
All right, I
Vigoro.
like that. All right. All right.
All right, so we got to get started here.
Right. Now what are we going to do first?
We're going to have to trim it and cut it and make it look right.
All right. We saw it or something?
Yep, we need a, I usually use a saber saw.
Saber saw.
Saber saw right here. All
I
right?
thought that was a skill saw.
No, skill saw is a round 7.5-inch blade. This is a saber saw.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Scroll saw, jigsaw,
So
whatever.
I said skill saw.
No scroll saw, not skill. Let me get an extension cord and quiet you
Thanks,
down
Ian.
for a minute.
Skill. Huh, we'll see about that. I've seen him work before. Watch this.
Do you know how to use this?
Yeah. You fix the plug.
Okay.
You put in the two like this.
One of them is a grounder, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grounder. Saw that the other night in the game.
How's your son do at the game anyway?
He made a triple play all by himself.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, hit the ball, hit his glove, right, caught him out, ran to third base, tagged one guy out, tagged the other guy out, triple play.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How old is he?
8.
Oh wow, he's going to be a pro.
Yeah, I hope so. He'd take care of me.
Anyway, okay, back to this tree. Now, you want to get the height.
Yeah.
All right.
So how do you
the
figure
height's
that out?
important.
What do you do?
You take this branch, put it up here. Then you take the basket.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
And you go, how tall do you want this tree?
Right.
Now,
Now, where does this tree go?
goes in the basket.
No, but I mean in the house, on the lawn, where do you put it?
Now you can put it in the house, put it in your living room, put it in your dining room, put it in your bedroom. I don't care where you put it.
I don't want
Put
to
it
have to rake up after the tree in my house.
This ain't going to shed. That's the good part, and it never needs to be watered.
Really?
Never.
I'm starting
ever.
to like this tree.
See?
All right.
No maintenance, buddy.
All right.
If you bought one of these in the store, it'd cost you probably $300.
Really?
We're going to make this tree for right around $100. Complete.
Really?
With everything. So
And you never need to water it or rake after it.
Never.
Can I put these around my house?
I imagine you can
I
put
could
them.
sell these
They
to my
won't
neighbor.
last. See, we're from Maine.
Yeah?
Us being from Maine,
Yeah?
not going to last through the winter. You'd have to take them in the winter.
Cover them up.
Well, you could do that if you feel like it.
I'm going to sell them to my neighbors. $300 each, $100?
Let's get these people interested in looking at this one.
I'm interested.
All right, so I'm thinking this is the amount that's going to stick out of the basket.
Right.
So this tree is going to be about this tall.
Okay.
All right? He moved that, didn't he? Yeah. He wanted it sticking out more. It's got to come this way just a little bit.
Okay, I'll hold it right here for you.
Okay. So anyway, if we do this properly, this tree will look gorgeous and it'll be twice as full as one that you'd buy in the store.
Right where you had it, you know.
All right, let's cut it.
Okay.
I'm going to let you cut it.
Really?
Can you do this? Oh.
Sure I can.
You want to cut that just above the knot, somewhere in there.
Above the knot. All right, tell me when you're ready.
Pull it this way a little bit,
Which way?
towards me. Right
You said
there.
above the knot. Tell me
is.
when you're ready.
You ready, Mr. Cameraman?
Give me a countdown.
10, 7, 6.
It's a hard tree.
That was one tough tree.
Where'd you get this skill saw?
That's not a skill saw, it's a jigsaw.
What's it say right there?
Jig.
Skill.
Oh, skill made.
Saw.
Skill made. Okay.
Well,
skill.
That's what
you
I'm
mean
talking
the manufacturer?
about. That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry. You
skill
are
saw.
correct. A skill jigsaw.
Yeah, I didn't say. Have it your way.
Okay. That's just.
What
like
do we do with this?
We could actually put that into this to have a small little stump
Like
in there.
Yeah. Hate to waste stuff, you know. Expensive at the junkyard.
All right, let's set this back there. Now,
all right.
We have to check in for overhead lights. See, this goes in there.
Yeah.
All right.
How's it stand up?
That's what the rocks are for.
Oh, all right.
All right. Vigoro.
We do that later, though, right?
No, we do that now.
You put that in for you? All right.
Yes.
So you want to do this? Hold on. Look.
How many pounds is that?
I don't know. What's it say? Okay.
It's like 50 pounds, isn't it?
Probably. It feels like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So we're going to use all. Well, you don't know if we're going to use all the rocks, right?
We're going to fill this basket. That's for sure.
Okay. All right.
Wow. It took it all.
Yeah. Now I got a question.
Yeah.
How to get that in?
I guess we ain't using it.
Take it back to junkyard. Someone else can build a tree.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a nice looking tree.
Now, obviously you can choose to leave it like that, or you can put dirt around the bottom of that.
Can I put an elastic on it?
Yeah,
Look at my front door and sling the lady across the street. We don't get along, right?
Yeah.
I can take the rocks right out of here with the slingshot.
Slingshot, there you go. Automatic slingshot right there.
I'm done.
All right, so let's pull this down to the floor.
Yeah. Oh, you got it? All right.
Like so.
Yeah.
So now you've got the height of the tree.
Yeah.
All right?
Nice tree.
It is. Now, you got to make sure it stands straight. That looked pretty straight right there.
Yeah.
All right? Now, the next chore is to drill. Drill the holes. All right?
I got a question.
Not yet. I know what your question is.
All
and
right.
we're going to cut for a second.
Okay. How do you know what I'm going to ask?
You're going to ask me how the leaves are going to stay in there.
How'd you know that?
Because everybody does when I'm
Oh.
teaching them how to do a tree. And we're going to do it with a hot glue gun.
All right. So
All
you
right.
put glue on here and you put it on?
And we drill the hole.
Oh, all right. Well, that's what I didn't understand.
Aha. All
Okay.
right.
All right.
So, we need a
You've
drill.
been doing this a long time, huh?
There's the drill.
Nice
All
drill.
right. Now,
What kind of drill's that?
that's a Bosch. That's a nice drill.
No, it's a hand drill.
Yeah. Okay. Now listen.
Yeah.
You got to visualize in your mind a tree. Okay. I know that's hard for you to do.
I'm visualizing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're about to build it. All right. And you've got to start and work your way around.
So I'm going to pretend like I'm the seat of the tree, figuring how I'm going to build it myself.
Absolutely.
All right, let me think.
All right.
Okay,
You got it?
I got it.
All right. Let's start with a single hole to give somebody. Okay. Not way down, Paul.
I'm not going way down.
Okay.
Like, about here.
Let me see. I can't see. That's perfect. I'd go right above that little knoll. Yeah.
I'm the seed.
You are, buddy. Go for it at Johnny. Oh, no, you're Paul.
All right, but I don't want to go through the tree, right?
No. All right, so we've drilled the first hole.
Right.
The drill size, obviously, is the same size as this. We measured
that
it
should be
prior.
about right.
We've already measured that.
Because if
and
it's too big, it'll flop around.
right.
If it's too small, it won't fit in.
When you get up to top,
Yeah.
you need to trim them.
Okay.
Right now,
Yeah.
you don't need to. You just stick that in.
Yeah.
Now looks
So-
like it's a long way out.
Yeah.
It really isn't, because this tree is going to be big.
Is that drilled deep enough?
It is.
Okay.
So,
So you just drill it like about that much.
It's plenty. You
Okay.
can drill deeper if you want.
You
Does
can?
not matter.
All right.
Depends totally. All right, put that in that.
Just stick that right in the hole, right?
Yep. Now that should be fine. That it dries pretty much instantly.
And just leave it like that.
That's perfect. All you really have to do is adjust these leaves because they're all wired.
These are wired leaves.
Every one of them. See them?
What are these made out of?
That's silk.
That's silk.
Well, it's a fabric. I don't want to say it's silk.
But it's sort of like, so you
it's a
can bend it
cloth.
any way you want.
Any way you want to
Wow.
make it look attractive.
Very nice.
All right? You can even put a bird's nest in here if you want to.
Wow.
All right?
Yeah.
Now, we've got to form a tree.
Yeah.
We probably should put this up on top here to give you a better drilling method. All right?
Okay.
Now, we're going to have to take it down a little bit too, in a little bit, but the next hole can be right here.
You can drill it at kind of an angle, though.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you drill at an angle like that, it's a lot.
We need
Let's
a bunch.
open up a package of these. All right, how's that look? Perfect. All right,
So you separate them out.
yeah. Now this one, you can, there's a few things that you can do with this. That's just like a small little area that really is not going to have any growth. That's like an afterthought growth, right?
Yep.
So you can just take and cut this.
So you can trim these like a real tree. To
Oh,
make it whatever.
absolutely.
So that's
Yeah.
what you mean. You can, oh, I get you.
So you trim that down,
Yeah.
right? And you put that in the little hole.
Yeah.
See how, and you,
Yeah.
and you aim that,
Oh, that's really nice.
so you give it some, then you put character into it,
Yeah.
all right?
So
That needs to be glued. But see, what we always do is we test
What
it.
kind of tree is this?
This is a ficus tree. It's called a fig tree.
So it's not like getting no maple syrup out of this.
No, this is not a maple syrup
Oh, I
tree.
saw you drilling. I know I get a bucket.
No, this tree's dead.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so, see this stem?
Yeah.
We want to think that we're going to have to cover this stem a little bit. So why don't we're going to cut this trim right here.
Yeah.
We're going to put in just this piece. So why don't we drill a hole right in there?
Drill a hole like right here?
Yeah, perfect.
Like right there?
Yeah. Go down a little deeper. Perfect. You're burning her. She's coming. Yeah, baby. Okay. Now, trim it again, see?
What are those, like wire clips you got
These
there?
are wire cutters, yeah.
Wire cutters?
See 'em?
Standard wire cutters.
Standard wire cutters.
So
Again, you
see it, make
test
sure it
it,
fits, yeah, before you put the glue in, 'cause you
Right.
don't want to mess it up.
and then, again, you can bend that down to any way you
It's starting
want.
to look like a tree.
Just in the bottom. Imagine when we get done with
That's
this.
beautiful.
All right, see how that works?
Yeah.
All right, so now that fits. We know it fits.
Yeah. Kind of like this.
All right.
$300 a tree, huh?
All right, so that.
I'm going down the junkyard.
So now all we have to do is continue in the circular motion, keep it going up. So let's work on this and get it done, okay?
All right, yeah.
And then let's take a break right now,
All right.
and we'll go from there. All
Sounds
right?
good, yeah.
Perfect. All
So
right,
just
let's
keep drilling the
yeah,
holes.
One more. Let's
Need another one of these.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's really
See-
come along nice, Ed.
Thank you. There's a few things we have to do.
Yeah, what's
Let's
that?
let's put it up on that table to get some height on it.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And
This table right here.
well, you gotta shape this so it makes it look like a real tree.
Right.
So you gotta pay attention to that. So
Yeah.
let's pull that over here so I can lift this up to get a good look at it.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
So you pull that over. I'll lift this tree. Okay.
All right.
All right. Now the other thing you have to really pay attention to, Paul,
Yeah.
is you have to stand back and look at the tree to see if there's any blank spots. Now this is coming along pretty good.
Yeah.
But there are, if you visualize this,
Yeah.
there are some empty spaces. Do you see them?
I think I see one right now.
All right, let's work on that space.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go back.
Yeah.
All right. Where'd you see it?
Well, from me, but it looked like somewhere in here.
Perfect. Do
Yeah.
it. It doesn't matter where you place them. It's your tree.
My tree. So, okay.
Perfect.
So drill the hole.
Yeah. Do it again just to pull out whatever's in there.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to, there, okay, good. Now pull it right out there.
So that makes it
kinda
easy to
empties
put the.
it. Yeah.
I get you.
Now, should
one
that be a long branch or should it be a
I
short
think it should be a
branch?
shorter branch.
All right, let's
Maybe-
cut it.
So what do you do? You trim it up? So I can just cut it where I want to, right?
Right.
Okay, so you just cut that off.
Right. It's pretty hard to cut.
These are thick.
All right.
Oh, slingshot.
Now, the other thing you need to pay attention to right here is that this is thicker than the end, so this needs to be trimmed.
Like with a pocket knife?
I gave you a knife earlier.
You gave me a knife earlier. You did. Thank you, Ed.
Trim that.
Okay.
Trim it like you're carving a pencil.
A pencil.
Okay.
It's like if I was whittling or something?
Right, see?
So just...
You're putting a point on a pencil.
So like Mr. Miyagi.
All right, that's good. That's probably perfect. Check the see? Perfect. Now, when you're putting it in, which we pointed out earlier, that the audience didn't see, is that when you put it in there, you've got to make sure that the leaves are facing up, or if you choose to face them whichever way you want.
Put it any way you want.
You can, except there is a back on this versus a front.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure that you do it whichever way you choose to put it in at the time.
Okay.
All right? So
when you put the glue on it.
There you go.
That's the glue.
Put it in there.
In the hole. Kind of like it like that, and then kind of bend it.
Right. Shape it so it fills in the areas that you thought were a problem. Now stand back and look at that, and you tell me whether or not you've done your job.
I think
it right
so.
In, right?
Yeah, yeah.
See, it's that simple.
So you kind of take a look at what you think.
You visualize a tree as something that you've seen in your life.
Right.
Whether it's full, whether it's not full, whether it's a Charlie Brown tree.
So it can be anything you want.
Whatever you visualize.
Whatever makes you happy.
Right. So I've seen a hole right here that I don't like. So I'm going to drill a hole over here.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put one right here. Now, you may not care whether there's one here or not. I do.
Well, I'm learning from you, so I guess,
It's.
So then after you drill a hole, you decide if you want to keep it a long branch, a short branch.
Well, this particular hole that I just drilled, I'm going to want it to be a half a branch.
Half a branch.
See, just a little one. And I'm going to just put it right in here like that. Because there's enough, to me, there's enough stuff here filling it out.
Yeah.
So this just needs to go down like that to fill in that hole.
Yeah.
Let's not forget to glue it. Glue it, glue it, glue it, glue it.
So it's really a custom-made tree.
100%.
Every tree is different, just like in nature.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Now there, see, that's coming along fine. Let's finish it up. We can now work on the top.
Yeah.
Let's go to break.
I see a little hole.
Okay.
Right
Let's
over
work
here.
on that while you're gone. Perfect. See, the top, Paul, is the tough part.
Yeah. It's really come along nice, Ed. This is a beautiful tree.
The other thing is, don't try not to drill your finger, okay?
That's a good idea. I'm glad you're drilling. I'm not.
That top piece has to be pretty deep because that's going to be a critical part.
Right.
And the other thing is that, see, that adds height to the tree.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now I know why you cut it down. See, I was thinking it was going to end right there, but now I see what you.
Oh no! Wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Now the other thing you have to do, I only have green floral tape.
Yep.
You can get this in brown to match, but I cover this up pretty well.
Yeah.
The other thing, first I have to glue that so I don't.
Right.
I didn't glue that.
So that tape blends in with the tree.
Blend right in, look like a leaf.
Yeah.
I chose green because I prefer it.
Right.
You can put brown.
So they have both. You can get. Now, where would you get all of these things at?
You can go to a wholesale florist or a craft store.
Yep. And they
craft
carry
store
all
would
this
have
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
If you have a wholesale florist in your area, sometimes they're pretty lenient and they let you buy.
Yep.
I'd check with them before you.
Well, the only difference is you probably have to pay your taxes and everything.
Yeah, you'd probably have to pay tax. See how this winds up and gives that a we call that a finished look.
Yeah, it looks exactly. That's what.
And
that blends in beautifully, doesn't it?
Well, we'll cover that.
You put, I noticed what you did over here. I'm looking at this. Beautiful.
Yeah, it blends right in, and see, that gives it a lot of height.
Yeah.
I've got probably one more to put here.
Yeah.
Maybe another one here to make it. You got to give it an illusion of growing.
Now, what about? Do you have something that comes in through this way to fill it out? Or
absolutely, we can put one here.
Yeah.
So we're going to put one here, maybe another one there, and that maybe one here, and that should finish this tree.
Yeah.
And then there are a few more. We've got three more pieces. Let's see if we can do it with that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
If not, we'll open another bundle.
That's beautiful.
But let's start right here.
This is real. I would have a hard time if I walked in and noticed. I would have to walk over and see if this was real.
A lot of people would because of the stump. See, the tree the tree makes the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, the leaves are beautiful, obviously, because they're well made.
You're saying when you find something you want to build, you need to pick out a...
the branch has to, the tree is going to make the illusion.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
So that's why you took that divining rod slingshot
That's exactly why, because you cannot create that.
Right.
I mean...
So if you had just like one tree coming up,
it's not going to look as good.
Look like a fake Christmas tree.
That's it. Charlie Brown tree, as we said.
Charlie Brown tree.
All right, so I want to put another one probably right here.
Yeah. You've been doing this a long time, obviously, right, huh?
I've been doing this for 20 years.
Have you? You can see it. It looks beautiful. So if you were to go to a store and buy this tree, you're talking $350 probably?
I sell it out of I used to have a florist shop.
Yeah.
Now I'm just doing instructional stuff.
Yeah.
But when I had my florist shop, I'd have no hesitation of selling this tree for $350.
Really? And you've used like 4 bundles.
This pretty much has cost us
$45, $50?
Yeah, less than $100, maybe $45.
About $50 maybe with the basket and everything.
Yeah, that's the rocks, they come from a local hardware store. If you wanted to do that.
Yep.
This kind of just goes up in there and uses it as a filler. See, you adjust it the way you want. Need another one right in here probably.
Yeah. Well, these are the smaller ones you cut off.
Yeah,
they just kind of fill, right?
These are fillers.
Okay.
It's just filling the top of the tree.
And again, like you said, you put it where you want it.
It's your choice. Yeah. You do what you want with it.
You could probably make it two-full, right?
Oh, you could make it two-full so it looks like a silk tree.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, and you want it to look natural.
This is the better, the natural.
Right.
The more natural it looks.
So, like I said, the rocks $3 or $4, the basket $4 or $5. The tree, obviously, you got it at the junkyard or down at the local recycling place out of the brush men and the leaves.
That's all. I mean, it's pretty simple.
A glue gun and
let's stand back. I want to just stand back for a minute and take a peek at this. See, to me, it looks okay, but
I see a spot.
Yeah,
I
fill
see
it.
A spot.
Go ahead, take the drill.
I'm just going to point it out. So if I went, I mean, the way I would do it if it were my tree, probably right in here.
All right, perfect.
Something like that, you know. Don't drill my finger, you said, right?
Do not drill your finger.
Okay, and you said go in and pull it out.
A couple times just to give it
pull the stuff out,
empty it. Right.
Now over there.
I'd put a long one in.
You'd put a long one in. I was going to ask you. Okay. So you take the glue.
Make sure it fits first, because I think that...
Good point. Good point. It took me a long time to get around this tree now. It was just a...
Just getting that big.
It was just a... it was just a...
Okay.
Stump before, now it's...
Now it's a tree.
Now it's a tree. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I can obviously see why you were successful at it. So that, at least it's getting real full in here. I can't hardly see what I'm doing.
I don't know. That looks pretty darn good.
I'm going to bend it just a little bit there, and maybe like that.
Yep.
So I got to stand back. Yeah. No.
Let's see what this looks like. How's it looking, Mr. Cameraman? Yeah. You know what? I don't like this part right here.
I know what you don't like, but you show me. Oh, I saw something. Yeah.
See, that's just looking like it's... And then there's a spot right there that I need to put a small piece in.
Yeah.
And then I'll be done, I think. Well, not done. I got to show you a few more things.
Okay. Now, you did something interesting on this side. I just want to say.
Okay.
Because I was watching you earlier, and it looks great.
I wrapped it all around.
You wrapped it around. You wrapped it around the top so that it kind of blended in.
Right.
And hid. Like over here, you've got these trees wrapped in, like it looks like it's entwined.
Yeah.
And it gives it a kind of a finished look to me.
That's called hiding your mechanics.
Hiding your mechanics.
All right.
So like over here, I see nothing.
Over there, you see the white mark.
Right.
Right. Let's finish it. One more piece. We got to open another bundle. But this particular one is going to be small because we're just going to wrap it around, fill it out, make it look nice.
Yeah, I saw how you did it. It was, you know, I really was amazed at the difference that made to me.
So we break it apart. Everybody gets stems like this. They're everywhere. You break this apart, cut it right there.
Yeah. Now, can you get different qualities of that? I mean, if you went to
like a department store,
yeah,
there is a different quality, but they're also selling them for a lot less.
Yeah.
And depending on what you want for a tree,
right,
Doesn't matter. I mean, if you want a tree to look somewhat real, I would recommend you go to a craft store or a wholesale florist because they would have the right.
So you would get the right. This is because this looks real.
This
is something that would. I mean, you could put this in a law office, in a doctor's office, anywhere. Your home.
If you put that in there like that. Yeah. Now, Mr. Cameraman, if you can get in close here, I'm going to wrap this around like that.
See, now that's what I saw you do before. It made
all to give you the illusion that this tree is complete. Now, there you go.
That.
All right?
Yep.
Now, to me, that tree looks pretty nice.
Yep.
I've got a...
You're going to do a little bending, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. But that's my taste.
Right.
Somebody else's may be different.
See, if I...
Now, if we put this down off the table, oh, it is off the table. Wow, this tree's big.
That's a big tree, Ed.
Wow.
That's what I said. That's why I didn't understand when you were chopping the base or the tree itself when you cut it down.
I forgot we took it off the table. This tree is big.
That's a beautiful tree.
There you go. Now, the other thing that you have to do is throughout this tree is glue.
Okay.
You got to go through the tree and pick it off because obviously the glue will show up.
Some of the dust maybe on the...
all the sawdust, brish it out. It's not going to hurt the tree, you know.
Brish it.
Brish it. Brish it out.
Is that a florist term?
That's like no, bouquet is B-O-K-E-Y.
I've never seen it spelled that way, but I guess that's why it's a florist term.
Right.
So now you just kind of take the dust off.
Right, just brush it down.
Take the glue out.
And that is how you make a silk tree.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a beautiful, beautiful tree.
You know what? Next time, maybe we'll do something different. What do you want to do next time on Junkyard Florist?
I don't know. I guess we got to go to the junkyard and find something.
Every time.
All right. Back to the junkyard. Another day.
You could wash it. Yeah. Spritz it with water. Right off. And then adjust the leaf the way you want.